Take 4. Hey guys, this is Tango Oscar Mike. I want to talk about a couple of different wires that I've been trying to use. This is the wire that I normally use. I've been using this for a long time. I'm almost out of this wire. Well, I kind of am out of this wire, and I do want to order some more. This is the SOTABEAMS wire, and I ordered a big spool of this from the SOTABEAMS in the UK. It took a while to get here. But now I'm almost out of this wire and I do need some more. This wire works really well and I haven't had any problems with it. You can break it, and I have broken this wire. It does take quite a bit of effort. Sometimes I don't know if I can get a grip on it. Yeah, broke that wire. I got some of this wire before I went on vacation. This is the DX Engineering 26 gauge stealth wire. And this wire is really thin. It's thinner than the SOTABEAMS, which makes me believe the SOTABEAMS is maybe a 24 or 22 gauge wire, where this is 26 gauge wire. This wire is too slippery. The coating on it seems harder than the SOTABEAMS wire. I haven't been able to break this, mainly because it just slips through your hands. I mean, you literally can't grab it. But as you can see, what happens with this wire is it kinks up a little bit too much for my liking. Pull out a couple of antennas here. Here's my SOTABEAMS antenna. This is the one I use a lot when I go in the field, either this or my link dipole, but I use the SOTABEAMS wire with them, and my own 49-to-1 matchbox. So if I take this wire out and just pull a bunch off the thing and drop it on the ground and drop the winder, and I do the same thing with the stealth wire. Couple of pulls, drop it on the ground, and let's take a look. So the SOTABEAMS just lays out, doesn't really kink up at all. But if you look at what happens to the stealth wire, they're not really knots, but it kinks up a little bit. So it's not hard to get them out. So let's wind my SOTABEAMS wire back up real quick. And if you're not, these are SOTABEAMS winders, which I like. I know you can 3D print some winders that different ones use, and you can make them even smaller. But I found when you make the winder smaller, it takes even longer to wind up the wire because you're making more revolutions and you end up with a big bulky thing. So I still like these winders, but you wind in a figure 8, and it prevents the wire from coiling up, kind of like the way you coil up coax, which I showed in one of the other videos. And if you remember in one of my videos, Augie actually ran into that wire as it was staked in the ground and snapped a piece off. And didn't get hurt. So this wire, like I said, it's not hard to get these kinks out, but sometimes you end up with those and the wire bends really bad, and you kind of have to work to get those out. So you kind of have to pull it. See if I can do it here. It's not a knot, it's just tangled upon itself. Yeah, let's see. So that's the problem that I've had with this wire. I think this is a good wire. Yeah, I'm gonna have to work at that. Son of a gun. Happened on camera. I wasn't expecting that. Because it's really not that bad, but yeah. And the loop came out, but now the wire's a little twisted. I think this is a good wire. It seems really strong. Again, usually you can just pull them and they come out. But I had a bunch of wire on the ground while I was on vacation, and I got a pretty good tangle in it then too, and it took me a while to get it out. So it's a good wire. If you live in an HOA and you're trying to hide an antenna, you don't want people to see the wire hanging in the tree, I think this is a good option. For more of a permanent installation maybe. I think it's very strong. I think this is UV coating on it as well. But for portable operations, I don't use it because I think it's going to kink up a little bit too much, and that's been my experience. The SOTABEAMS wire works a lot better. I was going to order some more SOTABEAMS wire, but I thought I'd ask you, the viewers, do you have a recommendation for a wire that you can get from a site here in the US? Because the SOTABEAMS wire, you do pay extra shipping to get that wire, and it does take a while to get here. So if you have a recommendation for a wire, please let me know. I just don't want to buy another spool of wire like I have this and run into the same issue. I have plenty of wire for permanent antennas, but I need to get some more portable antenna wire because I'm out of that SOTABEAMS wire. And if you have a recommendation, I know some people have recommended the Poly Stealth wire, but I don't know how strong it is. I don't know if it kinks up. I don't know. So if you have any experience, please let me know in the comments what wire you use for small QRP antennas in the field and where you get it. I'd appreciate it. Hey, this is Tango Oscar Mike, 73. Take care.